And action. Good morning. Ed here, W4EMB. Still under the weather. We've been on some antibiotics for a while. Anyway, today's March 7th. Started off with this crud on. I went to the emergency room on April 12th for whatever this chest thing it is I have. Possible pneumonia, I don't know. Anyway, so we have been just trying to force ourselves to get out and sweat it out the old school way. I'm at Fort Donelson National Battlefield here in Dover, Tennessee, and we're out here a little bit early. Matter of fact, it's about 10 after 11. Excuse me, 10 after 7 in the morning. So we're gonna go ahead and see if I can readjust the camera. Excuse me. If I cough during this video, I'm sorry. And sniffles, it's all about the Morse code though, isn't it? So I'm going to readjust the camera and we'll get started. I've been listening here to the frequency for a while. Band was a little bit busy. I've had to move around a few times. So let me readjust the camera and we'll get started. Somebody in there, one way or the other of me. We'll listen just to maybe see if he was actually answering somebody who's farther away. I think we're going to go ahead and go for it here. Using the Polo app, I just spotted myself. And it showed up as POTA here in the park on the reverse, on the Ham Alert app. Boy, oh boy. What happened there just a second ago, I went to play my bye-bye message so I could do the, write in my log stuff. And I went the wrong way. I hit in the direction of record instead of play my bye-bye message. 339 Ohio. I told him good afternoon instead of good morning. Ohio, O-H-A-E-8-E-A. Roger, Roger. And thank you. Thought I heard a KQ in there. Excuse me. Hey Steve, WI5D. And good morning. You are 5NN, Tennessee. Good morning. 559, Missouri. Somebody's stepping on top of them. K8-UG-Q. Thanks. 72. Dip. I'm trying to talk a little bit while I send. Mistake. WB8DTT, I think. K8ARE DTT. Ed, you are 579 MI, Michigan. BK. I should probably be a little bit more consistent on my bye-bye message that I'm playing for those of you that are follow along. But maybe, if I talk too long, start coughing. But maybe a little bit of inconsistency. Maybe you can try to follow along with what do I say when I... Ontario, 73, good luck. BK, thanks. Golden Retriever on a walk this morning. Forgot what I was talking about. Maybe inconsistency on my bye-byes. Thank you. VA, Virginia, WW3U. Thank you. Virginia. 72, dit. BK, thank you. Thought I heard somebody in there deep. Maybe not. Yeah, but do your best to follow along. Take some of the words I'm saying, they're very common. One of my other videos I talked about building your POTA vocabulary, which will get you started. And I can't take credit for that. It was W4ARB and Evan, K2EJT, that had brought up a subject about your POTA vocabulary. And what that means is having a group of words that you just always use. And it's in the protocol or the what you're supposed to say back and forth. And A lot of people's hesitancy about going out is because they don't know what to say or they don't know what to send. Okay. Virginia. WA4PGM. Thank you. I heard somebody else way down in there, but that N8PEM was really strong, so I knew I had to take him first. So you see that, good morning, there's a puppy. So you see that it's not written in stone what you have to say, and I hope you see that by how my bye-bye messages that I'm sending. .559 Michigan. See, I messed up my 72 bye-bye, but you know what? Oh, ha ha ha. success. Georgia. This is dit. Boy, I owe some dits here. I keep sending not 72. I'm missing a dit in there every time I do that. But that's okay. For those of you who think that you are messing up a lot and that's why you're not getting on the air, it's okay. You just watch me do it I don't know how many times trying to send a 72 and it came out wrong. But they know what I'm trying to say. And that's just fine. Good morning. You are RST. Five seven nine 579 KS Kansas KS BK BK. Thank you. This is W4UB 72 dit. And that's the whole protocol right there. Just, you don't even have to say good morning. It's nice to do that. TU for thank you. GM for good morning. GA for good afternoon. And you build up that vocabulary. And it only comes in a certain order. CQ POTA. Or CQ POTA. This is W4UB K. Somebody will say their call sign. Good morning, call sign. You are 559 TN BK. And then they'll respond with BK. Good morning, Ed. Good morning. You are. And then they'll give me a 579 559. Sometimes somebody like Pat will give you a 439, some crazy number, but that's just Pat. Just joking. Love you, Pat. Till Georgia said, well, I can't say it here, part 97. That's what I thought it was. K9XE. BK, good morning. You are 579 579 IL BK Roger and thank you. 72 dit dit. WW3U, I had him earlier. Nice thing about this app, if I start to type in his call, it says dupe. So I'm not even going to add it. Okay. WW3U. Put a star next to his name. When we go home, I'm going to send him a card. Tell him thank you for the QSO. Now somebody else is in there deep. But I'm going to call CQ. And that's fine to do that. I heard him in there, down in there deep. But just hit CQ. Hit your play message. Catch your breath after, you know, that duplicate call. He sent his call sign. He said something else in there, but he sent his state, VA. That guy's going a million miles an hour. And when that happens, sounds like somebody's kicking Jiminy Cricket, call CQ. Might even grab my keyer speed and slow it down to 14. Let's see if Jiminy Cricket guy comes back. Third time this guy's called me. K2UPD. Roger, and thank you. See, I give him a 599 even though I question marked him. See, he sent K2UPD, then he said UR55, he gave me my RST, and then said New York. So it's okay if he goes out of the protocol. I got his call sign, I got an RST, got his state. As long as you got his call sign, that's all you need, really. Call sign, literally that is it. Because I have my frequency, I have the time, his call sign. So the frequency covers the band. So you notice there, I question marked the guy, even though I thought I copied it correctly. It's just a way of catching your breath. VA3 OPA. Ontario, thank you. N8JMS? Yeah, that's true. See? Columbus. From my hometown. Oh. 579 OH IO. Ah, he got it. So I sent HI, which is like a LOL in CW. He's from Ohio, so I sent OH, and then I sent IO, and then he got it. WB8JAY. Ooh. KADCU. KA, missed your number. Okay, gotcha. K8ARE DCU. K8ARE DCU. Well, my recording's messed up there. I need to. KF9R 559 IN. Thank you. N8CAR. N8CAR on my logging app came back as Ohio, but he said Michigan. Trader. Thanks for your QSO. Ohio joke. I'm originally from Ohio. I'm supposed to say those things. Now see, question mark me. Sometimes people will go to a frequency, and rather than send QRL, some people just go to a frequency and say question mark to see if you're still there, because they just turned to that frequency. You never know. Excuse the sniffles and coughing. Oh man. WB0VZ something. VZK. Okay. WB0. Good morning. You are. You are. NN IA. Thank you, Dennis. Let's see here. So I just said this is W4AMB QSY. So I'm gonna make an adjustment to my antenna, and I will be back. I'm gonna try this and take you with me here. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'll show you my doohickey I made. So I was on 40 meters just now. Let me see if I can adjust this camera up. So I made a little jumper for my antenna. Pardon all the crazy camera angles here, but I made a little jumper, and all this jumper does is right now it's unplugged, so I'm going from the telescopic whip through the 40-meter coil. But now, without having to unscrew the antenna out here, set it on the mud, take the coil off, and screw it all back together, I just made this jumper. So now I'm just going to plug that jumper together. I just heard my radio increase in volume. So now what I'm doing is I'm coming here and I'm bypassing that jumper on 20 meters. So let's go see how that works out. I'll just carry you with me. Here we go. This is the visitor center. It's under construction. So there's a big fence around it, and they have kind of a temporary one here. Temporary, but it's been here a few years. So I lost my view. There we go. Pardon all the camera angles while I get y'all set back up. Oh. Get my power plug back in here. And get set on the size. Okay. And I think while I was off camera there, I got an email from the WW3 uniform, Robert in Virginia. He said he was trying to work me in the pileup, and he wrote the date and time and everything in the email. And he said he's very new to CW. And you know what? That's why I marked it in my log there to send him a card. Because typically when you have somebody who's struggling like that, that's typically the answer, isn't it? That they're new to CW. And haven't we all been new to CW? And so what do? You just do your best to try to help that new guy out and help him get that QSO and get him in the log. And something else too, if you're new and you're hunting, which I suggest you do, start right now, start hunting. And if you're not sure if you got a guy, send an email, just like Robert sent to me. Thank you, Robert, for the email. Whiskey 3 uniform. And when we get home, we're going to make sure that we get a card out to you in the mail, a QSL card. It's nice to get a QSL card when you're new to CW. And I tell you, when I learned CW, it was a cool thing to in the mode write CW. I got this thing. It's called a thermocell. It heats up these little pads that you slide in here, and it scares away the mosquitoes. It's great. And I set it down underneath my table, usually, that way the foggy fog from it can come up and do its thing. Alright, so I just changed to 20 meters. I saw on my ham alert that KM3STU, another one of my friends, is out there, and he's on 14059. So let's go see if we can hear him. I don't. Ooh, man. Narrow mode, super narrow. Don't hear. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't adjust my whip to. I did the little plug, but I forgot to set my telescopic whip to 20. So let me go do that real quick. It's still on 7. This fancy mic. Thank you to my subscribers who provided this fancy microphone that allows me to walk way over here and still be talking to you. Now I hope it works. Now just talked it up like that. But thank you for my. For the Buy Me a Coffee crew that helps support my channel in my inconsistent postings. I really appreciate it, and it helps us out quite a bit. Allows me to have these fancy mics, and they work really well. Alright, not really hearing Stuart really strong, so I'm going to myself. Oh. can hear him. Nope, missed him. That's way down in the mud, isn't it? Put on a sweatshirt, so I might be rattling the heck out of my microphone. Sorry about that. I made a lot of sorries today. Yeah, Stuart, I think you're just too far down in there for me. I don't think we're going to make it. So let me just go ahead and roll to my own frequency. Let me get off narrow and go to wide. Whenever you're looking for a frequency, to me it's important to look on wide. That way you can hear to your left and right to see if there's anybody there. Because if I'm here and somebody's right here, other people are going to be answering us, and they're going to be maybe confused on which one of us they're talking to. So if you can, find you a place where you listen wide, and find you a place where you don't hear people right adjacent to you. Now it's going to be tougher to do on those busy days where there's a lot of people in the band. But that's just where then we have to share and just do our best. So at that point you might have to go to narrow mode and do your best. Put in my new frequency, and while I'm sitting here talking, what I'm doing is I'm listening to the frequency too, to see if there's anybody there. And I'm not hearing anybody, so I'm going to go ahead and put that frequency in. And I'm on my app here. I'm going to hit self spot, so it says spot at 14066, which is where I'm sitting. But before I hit that button, I'm going to call QRL. Okay, make sure I'm getting out on power. Okay, nothing. So now I'm going to go ahead, hit my play button, and then I'm going to come over here and say CW in comments and hit spot at 14066. Now what that's going to do is the Polo app is going to automatically spot me on the POTA webpage on 14066. How cool is that? And then just call CQ a few times, and if you build it, they will come. Saw that in the movie. So I just hit the ham alert. Ham alert is an app, and you can choose, I put myself in my own ham alert. It's a little thick. Normally I set that under me at a picnic table. What was I talking about? Oh, ham alert. Ham alert is an app, and you could tell ham alert, hey, alert me if someone is on frequency. And it tells you, well, what do you want to be alerted of? So I said a call sign. So it will say, all right, what call sign? So you put in the call sign. WD5EEI. Good morning. Yeah. WD5EEI. $559. TX. BK. The lawnmower guy just showed up. This might be a bad sign. The park ranger walking, or the park maintenance walking back and forth. I stumbled there for a minute because he literally walked over to the trash can. Hold on now, don't send the whole thing here. I need to confirm your call sign first. We got quite a bit of this going on. See, that person just, I said, yeah, so I missed that person already. No, the park maintenance guy just literally walked right past my antenna and chucked a snake over the fence into the grass, into the woods behind me. I guess he found it out on his rounds. VE4GH. Down in there. Good morning. (559) Mike Bravo, Manitoba. Yes, I kind of lost my way there, talking here on camera after the chuck a snake over the fence behind me action. It's 8 o'clock. They open the visitor center at 8:30. The grass is high all around me. (559) Texas. Da 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 da. BK. BK. Roger. And messed that up. but they get it. They understood what I was trying to say. So for all of you who are hesitating about calling CQ, first, you're in control of the situation. Remember the Jiminy Cricket guy earlier? What did we do? CQ. Just play CQ. You never know, and all of us who've done a POTA, or anybody who hasn't, any ham knows that anything could happen at any time. So literally, if I wanted to right now, I could just reach right here. Oh, see, maybe my battery went dead. Nobody knows anything, and it's okay. No one's going to come after me. No one's going to send me a shame on you. Anything could happen like that, and so and any ham who's been on the radio, they know that stuff could happen. So what do? Plug in a new battery. Listen, hasn't been that long, or else I would have QRL'd. And we'll just call CQ again. I've had my battery go dead on me, where I've had to stop, change out. I've had a time where I plugged in, my wife and I were out, and I plugged up like this, started going, and realized Mountain Gym N0 IPA, Colorado. I had a time where my wife and I had the same radio, and I started operating and realized I had her radio because the play messages. So I actually had to stop, unplug everything, and then swap out radios, and then start again. I've had the wind blow my antenna over. I've had a bird flying in my antenna. I've had a dog chase a deer that ran between me and my antenna, and the deer jumped, but the dog caught my coax and pulled my radio off the table in front of me. In the middle of calling CQ and logging and everything. And at that time I was straight keying it. So a lot of things went flying off the table. So I had to stop and get reset. Good morning. Might have to do a pause here. Just 1 second, sir. Good morning. I'm Ed. Nice to meet you.
Don't you usually set up down at the comfort station?
It's a comfort station. Kind of neat to do that, but well, it's fun. Yeah.
Well, enjoy and stay dry, and
yeah, appreciate it.
Have a good day.
All right. Need any backup? Give me a call. I get bored in my old age.
All right, I'll do
See, I'm retired, not expired, right?
Exactly.
All right.
All right, awesome.
Appreciate you. Thanks for what you do. Now to go in the line. Excuse me. I was talking too long. So now to go in line with what we're talking about. Hold on a second. I see something happening. The camera gonna come on? I don't know if you can see it. All right, we're back. So just like what we were talking about, you never know. That was a park ranger coming over to talk to me this morning. What'd I do? Just set down the key, turn down the volume, engage with the man. In the middle of QSO or not, doesn't matter. Because you know what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Everybody on the other end knows that anything could happen at any time. So that's the message of today's video. Am I? All right, hopefully we're back in frame. Or, you never know, the interruption may be park ranger putting a flag up the pole. And just me being the old retired guy I am, supposed to stop and render the proper respect to the colors going up the pole. Well, I guess it's the flag, not the colors. The colors has a gold braid. But did it every morning at 6:30. Oh, V. K3ZV. And he's saying bye-bye, BK. 3 Rogers. And I repeated his call sign to him and then said 72 dip. 72. Some people don't know. When you're operating at home, 100-watt radio, you say 73 means goodbye. Some people didn't know that when you're QRP, how do you let somebody know you're QRP? Well, you say 72 instead of 73. And 72 means, bye-bye, I'm operating QRP. Well, the Cardinal sitting out there on my antenna radials. Sorry, Canada. He said, good morning, EB. Ed. You are. Okay, so he's giving me a lower signal report, so I told him good morning, Ken and Libby. That's his dog's name. QSB there. No, Ken, W-A-S-O-O. I said, good morning, Ken and Libby. But he gave me a 339 back, or 449, whatever it was there. So I doubled everything, and he said QSB, so meaning the band's going up and down. So I doubled everything I said so that he would catch one of them. Oh, that's a tough one. Stronger. He's not a 5.5. That's a strong signal. Sorry, Bill. (539) TX Texas. BK. Roger, Roger. And thank you. Texas. Oh. I can barely hear you down in there, Stu, and I'm getting sticky from the humidity, and I'm sticking to my key. At least that sounds good, doesn't it? I know you're in there, though, Stu. I heard you. I recognize your call. I'm just going to give myself a 559. So that was KM3STU, and you heard me just flub that all up. But he knew what I was trying to get out. I knew what he was trying to send to me. Texas. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, gotcha. I understand. He meant to say BK. Oh, I hear somebody else in there. Ooh. We'll go to narrow. truck starting. KI something U. Try me again. Come on, buddy. Just can't get you. The traffic and activity is starting to pick up here, so I might call this last CQ and then go ahead and pack it up here. I'm getting quite a bit of just foot traffic. I'm right at the park opening here. All right, well, folks, there we go. What I just did there at the end was I said, this is W4EMB QRT, and then I said SK, W4EMB SK, which means I'm done talking. Anyway, so that was this morning's activity. Pardon me. We made 35 QSOs on a combination of 40 meters and 20 meters. We made everything from New Jersey to Texas, Michigan, Ohio, New York, Illinois, Kansas, Georgia, South Carolina, Michigan, Canada, Missouri, Florida. So I hope today's lesson from this activation is it is okay to be sloppy on that key. Get on the air. That's the main thing. If you're waiting to get on the air, don't, because it just doesn't get better till you do. The only way forward is to be on the air. Even if you think you're not ready, here's my question to you. Do you know all your letters? If I sent just a random call sign to you, could you get it? Now you might say, "Oh no, I couldn't," or "I can't get it all." It's okay. It's okay. You have a whole free bucket of question marks. You're allowed to question mark people. And you saw me question mark some people who I even thought that I had, thought that I had the call sign, but I wasn't sure, so I question marked them. A couple of them, I knew I got it, but I question marked it just to slow down the pace of what was going on, because I had a few quick ones in a row. And so you do that just to bring the pace down. Let me question mark this guy. Oh, let me shake it out, because I don't need to try to copy so hard, because I already know what he's going to say, because I did get his call sign. So that's a method of just slowing down the pace of the QSO, of the activation. If you feel that it's going too fast or out of control for you, you can do those things. You can question mark a person even when you have their call sign. You can turn your key down if you need to. Or like you saw in that one particular person, that KI somebody U. And you know what? I'm going to feel really bad. Pardon me. When I go home and I review my video, these microphones pick up really well. And sometimes I get home and I can hear a call sign plain as day, first time through, when I've sat there in the field and question marked them a bunch of times. A lot of it too has to do with the visual distractions. Maybe try some of the tricks of the trade. Question mark a call that you already know. Slow down your key speed. Maybe turn around. Maybe put your back to the parking lot to where you're not seeing everything coming by, walking by. You're not seeing a park worker walk over and throw a snake over the fence behind you. Right. Anyway, so I won't ramble on too long. I thought of an idea while I was sitting there activating. Some people do follow along with my videos. I was wondering, should I create like a log sheet just for my videos? Because I have a log sheet that I use. I didn't bring it with me. I'm using my fancy little book here. Should I create a log sheet? And then, if you like, my email address is good on QRZ. And you could say, hey, Ed, send me that sheet. And it's just an Excel sheet. I could send it to you, and you could hit print. And it has the call sign and the notes and all that. But if you'd like a copy of that sheet, you could use it to sit and practice copying the call signs on. Anyway, I'm rambling on enough. I'm procrastinating, getting up and tearing everything down. But thank you for following along, and thanks for Jesus, sorry, pardon me. Thanks for all the well wishes. Don't know what this walking pneumonia, I don't know, death or whatever this is. I've had it since before mid-April. Today's May 7th, my cousin's birthday. Happy birthday, cousin. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks for watching. And again, thank you to my coffee supporters who support the channel. Really appreciate it. These microphones are excellent. And my camera, the Action 4 camera, the little tripod it's on, the microphones all come from my supporters. And really appreciate it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Anything that you'd like to see, a radio you'd like me to use that you know that I have, let me know. It will activate with that radio or that key. All right, thanks everybody. I'm Ed, W4EMB. We'll see you.